Good morning. My name is Sarah Gergel, and I work with the Living Archives Project, where we are collecting stories of how COVID-19 impacted various communities in Mecklenburg County. Today is December 16th, 2022. This week, there were 196 reported cases of COVID-19 in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg County area, which shows a little bit of an increase by 11%. Over the last 2 weeks. Therefore, all three of us are comfortable not wearing a mask today. Monica, would you introduce yourself?
Mónica, ¿puedes introducirte?
Mi nombre es Monica Del Cid, líder comunitaria de Guatemala y presidenta de la Casa del Guatemalteco en Charlotte.
My name is Monica Del Cid. I'm a leader on the Guatemalteca House and also
presidenta de la Casa del Guatemalteco.
And I'm the director of the House of the Guatemalteco.
That's amazing. What do these, before we go, can you describe your physical image?
Ok, yo soy, mido 5'1", mi pelo es negro, tengo pecas en la cara y tengo la nariz grande, mis ojos pequeños, ojos negros y mi tez es morena clara.
My height is 5'1". I have a long black hair and little eyes, black also. My nose is big and my skin color is light brown.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
With all the volunteer work, what do you do?
Con todo tu trabajo como voluntaria, ¿qué haces?
Bueno, ayudo a las personas a llenar papelería, ya que la mayoría de guatemaltecos acá no saben leer ni escribir. Los que están en esta área, ya que vienen de lugares de aldeas muy pequeñas de Guatemala.
Basically, she helps to fill the application for different activities and things and forms that the people from Guatemala has to do it. And because the majority of the Guatemalteca people that are coming in this area, they come from little towns in Guatemala, and most of them, they don't know how to write and read in their own language.
Wow.
Otra cosa, cuando mueren las personas acá de Guatemala, les ayudamos a repatriar los cuerpos.
And when people die here in Charlotte, they help them to send the person to Guatemala, back to Guatemala.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably, such an incredible job that you do.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel for you? Was it a little bit overwhelming the last 2 years?
¿Cómo te sientes con ese hermoso y gran trabajo que haces? ¿Te sientes muy abrumada en los últimos 2 años?
Por supuesto, porque las personas que morían de COVID no las podíamos repatriar a Guatemala o las teníamos que incinerar. Y en nuestras tradiciones no está la incineración.
Yes, it was an incredible experience because the majority of the people who died with the COVID, they didn't have the possibility to send them back to Guatemala, and they have to I don't know how to say cremated. I'm sorry, they had to cremate them, and was very difficult to not send the people to Guatemala because of the COVID situation. And the cremation is not something that the religion in the country is able to open on that, and so it was a very difficult decision.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Y hacer los trámites con el consulado y darle la noticia que si lo querían llevar lo tenían que cremar. Y la gente me decía, mi papá me dijo que no quería ser cremado, señor Mónica, ayúdeme, pero no estaba en mis manos.
They have to do all the process with the embassy of the consul of Guatemala, and the only way to send back to their country the people who died by COVID was cremated them. And the family always respond, no, my dad or my mom or whoever was, they say that I can do that. So it was a very difficult situation.
Yeah. And so they struggled with that, but they, in the end, they accepted that they had to be cremated.
Tú sabes que esas personas estuvieron en una decisión muy difícil con la cremación, pero al final aceptaron eso. Hubo personas que lo aceptaron.
Sí, tenían que aceptarlo porque tenían dos opciones. Como en Guatemala no era permitido eso. Entonces tenían dos opciones: o dejarlos aquí o llevárselos cremados. Y la familia le decía, no me vayan a dejar en Estados Unidos. Y no me vayan a dejar en Estados Unidos. Y no me vayas a cremar. Entonces era una decisión y estar diciéndole y tenía yo que estarlo en eso. Pero siento que Dios me había preparado para eso porque trabajé 6 años dando servicio en pre-necesidad cuando moría la gente. Entonces yo tengo como eso de darles las palabras a ellos.
Yes, it was a difficult one, and but yes, they sent it to their countries. But it was a long journey with the family and the people who were dying because they already say, please don't cremate me. I don't want it. But at the same time, they say, if I can cremate you, you have to stay in the state. No, I don't want to stay in the state. You have to send me back. So it was difficult, but they have to do it. So the family authorized that at the end. But she also said that she has some kind of previous preparation before COVID because she worked for 6 years with the same situation at the embassy and with the Guatemala consul, preparing family for that.
Wow.
So.
And so for you, for your life, you mentioned that you have 2 kids.
Tienes 2 niños.
Yes. How old are your kids?
8 años, mi hija, una linda niña, que es la luz de mis ojos, y el de 4 que también, los dos son mis ojos, uno es cada ojo ahí.
She has one daughter, 8 years old. She's beautiful and she's the light of her eyes. And also she has a boy, he's 4 years old, and also he is.
Yes.
Me casé ya grande, de 41 años tuve a Luisa y al otro de 45 y son los mejores años de mi vida.
She said that she married old, she was 41, and that when she had her daughter, and 5 years after that she had her second son, and those are the best years of her life.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
How was the last 2 years with your family? How were you impacted? You know, as a mom of 2 young kids, and was it hard?
¿Cómo han sido los últimos 2 años como madre de una familia de 2 hijos en toda esta situación?
Terrible porque no haber doctores, nos cerraron las puertas completamente porque buscábamos ayuda y appointment y casi no habían doctores que nos pudieran atender. Entonces ver cómo lo solucionábamos nosotros, aunque no tuvimos COVID en la casa, pero algunas otras enfermedades, fue algo bien duro porque se cerraron las puertas hasta con doctores y qué podíamos hacer.
Was very terrible because they didn't have COVID, but they have other health issue situation. And the big things at that moment that was no doctors and no appointments. You can not go nowhere. So everything around was very difficult.
Yeah. Did your daughter, did she have to do school from home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sí.
¿Hiciste homeschooling?
Sí.
Yeah.
No me costó mucho porque tengo más experiencia que otras personas, pero la mayoría de las personas latinas acá no tienen el estudio adecuado. Y yo, pues, el inglés mío no es muy bueno, pero yo me ponía a traducir, buscaba herramientas. Pero yo sé que muchas familias la pasaron muy mal.
Yes, I did homeschooling. She did homeschooling, and she said that wasn't that difficult for her just because she has some kind of experience, and at the same time, even if her English is not 100% good, but definitely she has the resources and she know how to get the tools with translation and everything to help her daughter. But she was immersed of 100% of the community, and she knew so many families that they have no resources, no English, and was very difficult for them to do the homeschooling.
Y tuve una bendición que mis vecinos son americanos, y como las niñas hay unas niñas de 20 años que estaban en la universidad, entonces les hablé y les dije que si no me le podía dar clases a Luisa. Entonces me le daba 3 veces a la semana clases a Luisa, y por eso Luisa no.
She said that she was blessed because her neighbors are English speaking, so they are American. So she asked her neighbors for help, and for 3 times a week they help her daughter to do homework, clean English and everything. So was fixed.
Yes, that's amazing.
But she really know that other people need that, and that was her worry all the time.
Yeah. So it seems like to me community is very important to you.
La comunidad es muy importante para ti.
Mucho, muy importante. Es parte de mi vida.
Very important. It's part of her life.
Yeah. How were you involved with your community the last 2 years?
¿Cómo has estado involucrado con tu comunidad en los últimos 2 años?
Un día me desperté y miraba que todas las personas casi tenían COVID acá, y Dios me mostró que la gente tenía que salir a traer su medicina y a traer su comida, y toda la gente decía que tal persona tiene COVID y anda en la tienda. Entonces de ahí nació de que pude ir a unas iglesias a traer comida y repartir la comida, y me daban mucha comida, y repartía 5 o 6 despensas que ponían fresas, tenían de todo, y me avisaba la gente que tal persona una familia completa tenía COVID, y iba a las casas, conseguía las direcciones y se los iba a dejar en la puerta, tocaba y salía corriendo con máscara y con todo, y fue una experiencia muy linda porque Dios me puso en el corazón eso fue Dios, ¿verdad? Que nos pone en nuestro corazón.
Definitely was something that she said was connected with God, was give her the opportunity to look what the necessity of the community, and she saw that food and medicine was a big one at that moment. So she started looking for resources in the community, and she found churches who opened their doors for her, and she started delivering food and make food pantries with every kind of fresh fruit and just canned food and everything, and also with medicine. So few families, they didn't have the opportunity to go to these centers to pick up their food and medicine, so she got their address, and so by herself she went to those million houses and she knocked the door. She was covered with the mask and everything to protect her, and she just knocked the door and run out, but she left the food and she left the medicine for those families.
Wow, you are so inspiring.
Eres muy inspirador.
Before we started our interview, we did this activity together. Is there anything that you want to share with us from your hand map?
Antes de empezar la actividad hiciste el dibujo de tus manos y de tu mano y la historia que tiene eso. ¿Quieres compartir algo de lo que tienes allí?
Sí. Primero que todo, bueno, todos tenemos diferentes caracteres, ¿verdad? Y a mí me encanta dar amor, compasión, pero también soy muy enojona. Tengo muchos errores y me encanta dar.
Yes, so many people have different things, but definitely she is a person that she loves to share love. She loves to share compassion, but at the same time, sometimes she's cranky. She makes many mistakes, like everybody, but her main things in life is to give.
That's beautiful. So you were such a pillar of strength for your community, supporting everyone around you. Who supported you during that time?
Tú eres una persona que tienes una fortaleza muy grande y tu fortaleza la diriges a la ayuda de la comunidad. ¿Quién te apoya a ti?
Bueno, las personas que me apoyan, estamos, Miss María que siempre nos ha dado y ella nos ha inculcado mucho. Gracias, Miss María, por todo el apoyo y porque poder dirigirnos a todas las mamás primerizas que a veces no sabíamos ni cómo y usted nos está. Mil gracias, tal vez nunca se lo había dado, pero usted siempre va a estar en nuestros corazones por ayudar tanto a la comunidad.
Many organizations and many people. She names me at this point. I'm the first one. So yeah, I met Monica when her daughter was a little one, and she was in a special parent program that I work on and I helped to create it. So we know since 8 years ago, and so she said thank you for guiding them. To make sure that they become the best parents that they can be with their own skills and their own strength.
Yeah.
Quiero hablar de Obridge, de Sil Ganso, que después de ella ver cómo la comida ayudaba a la gente, ella comenzó a ayudarme.
It's another organization that is called Our Bridge for Kids, and the director is Hilda Ganso. She helped Monica a lot with all the food, logistic and everything. Was a big help.
Es una de las mejores asociaciones.
It's one of the best organizations.
Por favor, apoyemos.
And they also need help, and she is taking this interview to make sure that everybody know about Our Bridge for Kids. It's an amazing organization, and we all can support them.
Y gracias a todas las iglesias.
Thank you to all the churches.
Y a todos los voluntarios.
And the volunteer people who work.
Porque abajo de la lluvia, del sol y todo, ellos estaban ahí y siempre. Mil gracias. Y les agradezco todo esto que han hecho por la comunidad. Dios se los va a dar al 1000. Gracias.
To all the volunteers, definitely, because no matter it was rainy or was sunny, they always be there for hours, okay? And definitely without them, this couldn't be.
Yeah. Well, thank you too for everything you've done.
Gracias a ti también por todo lo que has hecho.
To respect you and to respect your time, is there anything else that you would like to share with us about your story?
Para respetar tu tiempo, ¿hay algo extra que quieras compartir de tu historia?
Que nunca nos olvidemos que lo principal en nuestras vidas tiene que ser nuestras familias.
We never have to forget that the most important things in life is our family.
Primero Dios, la familia, tu esposo y tus hijos.
God, family, husband, and children.
Thank you.